and the Indians back within 3 a minute into the first quarter. Hayes was down 11, now on an 8-0 run. Matthew Connor dribbles to the right side in front of Coach Rick Keltner. Drives the baseline. Trey Adams took it away. Saves it inbounds. Got it to Trajan McCray. And now McCray and the Indians with a 3 can tie the ball game. McCray explodes to the lane. Lays it up and off the backboard. Good. McCray with 5. 15-14. The Indians within a point. Timeout. St. Thomas Aquinas. Trey Adams got the steal. He was falling out of bounds, got it into McCray, and the Indians attacking the basket are within 1 on a 10-0 run. The Hayes High Indians were down 11 at 15-4. St. Thomas Aquinas has missed their last 7 shots. They've had a couple of turnovers in there as well. And all of a sudden, Hayes High finds themselves right back in this ball game in the 3rd place game of the Gerald Mitchell Hayes City Shootouts. It features 6 teams this year: TMP, Great Bends, Millwood, Oklahoma for the first year out of Oklahoma City, St. Thomas Aquinas, and Manhattan. Tournament will look a little different next year. Indian staff working hard to get this tournament back to 8 teams. Some new blood potentially into the tournament starting in 2019. Saints basketball as Hayes High picks up some token 3/4 court pressure, down by 1, 15-14. Just over 6 minutes remaining before the half. Hayes on a 10-0 run after the Saints used an 11-0 run after the game was tied at 2. They've led by 11 twice. Here's Connor with the Saints' only 3-pointer in the left corner. Bounce pass right side for Colangelo. Then back to Connor. Drives into the lane. Kicks it left side. A Navy 3. Good. Big answer for St. Thomas Aquinas. Zarian Navy has 5 with 5:50 to go in the half. Saints go up 18-14. Here's Adams double dribbling. Turnover Hayes, number 7. That is the first points for St. Thomas Aquinas since the 3:30 mark of the first quarter. They end up going 5 minutes and 40 seconds without scoring, but still lead by 4 at 18-14 after that Zarian Navy 3. Saints were 1 of 5 in the first quarter on threes, 2 of 6 now, as a roast 3 may have been tipped, and the offensive rebound comes down to Philip Bell, who was standing right there on the spot, and the Indians down 6 at 20-14. That 3-pointer might have been tipped in the right corner because it came woefully short, and then right into the hands of a Saints player. Here is Nunnery driving, being fouled by Zarian Navy. 5:08 to go, second quarter. Indians down 6. And Hayes High basketball is brought to you by High Plains Farm Credit, High Plains Roofing, and Edward Jones, Darrell, Jeff, and Linda Seibel. TJ Nunnery to inbound in front of the Hayes High cheerleaders, has to lob it into Dalen Swartz. Takes it away from Joe Roast. A driving McCray, lays it off onto the baseline. Adams, and he scores! Got pushed in the back. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. 20-16, Trey Adams' first points, and he'll go to the line where he's 0 for 2 this afternoon. 5:01 to go. Hayes High 3 of 4 in the second quarter shooting. The Adams free throw, no good. Only hit the inside of the cylinder and spun out. Roast with the foul, then with the defensive rebound. 6'5" senior averages 20.5 points a ball game. Goes to the right elbow to try to get the ball. He has just 2 so far. Ball up high in the hands of Navy. Right side Williams Bay. His pass tipped and stolen. Tipped by Nunnery, taken by Trajan McCray. McCray up ahead, Myers. Open 3-pointer. Good! 3-pointer, Braden Myers. His first 3-pointer of the game. 20-19, the Indians back within a point. 4.5 to go in the second quarter, and the Indians, once down 11, right back a part of this. Ball on the baseline for Philip Bell. To Roast, shot is good, and he's fouled by Trey Adams. Adams whistled for his first. 22-19 into the free throw line, Joe Roast, where he's 5 of 6 in the tournaments. Certainly a chance for all tournament honors after averaging 20.5 through the first 2 games, and he coolly hits the free throw, the first attempt for the Saints. 23-19, Indians down by 4. Nunnery to the basket, can't get it to go. Adams with the offensive rebound, it won't go in, but he'll shoot 2 free throws, and he grabs the ball in disgust. Can't believe he couldn't get it to drop in. Philip Bell picks up his second foul, and Adams to the free throw line. Entered the game 6 of 10 in 2 games. He's 0 for 3 so far this afternoon. And the free throw good. Trey Adams with 3 in his first career starts. Indians send in 4 of the 5 subs because Cade Swain would check in for Adams if this free throw's good, as Tavian Kramer, Jason Cranowitter, as well as Dylan Reuter and Tucker Johnson all check in. Free throw no good off to the left, and Joe Roast comes down with the rebounds. Hayes High trails 23-20. Here's a drive into the left corner. Zarian Navy fouled by Tucker Johnson. His first and the team's 4th foul. Cade Swain in for Trey Adams, who checks out with 3 points, just 1 of 5 from the free throw line. The Indians really struggling on free throws, and now they steal the inbound pass. Hayes High shooting just 59% from the free throw line this season. 8 St. Thomas Aquinas turnovers and a offensive foul called against Jason Cranowitter. And head coach Rick Keltner and the Hayes High faithful not happy with that one. Jason's first foul. The Indians' 5th foul. The Indians saying that the guy was a little too close to Cranowitter. What else was he supposed to do? Inbound goes to a running Matthew Connor. Gives it out to Joe Roast. Roast in the corner to Connor. Connor peels around the 3-point line and gets out to the midcourt circle. And now gets around Johnson. Lobs it onto the baseline for Gavin, who shoots, scores, and is fouled. Boy, what a turn of events. The Hayes High Indians had the basketball, down by 4. Down by 3 rather at 23-20, and now 25-20, and a chance at a 3-point play for Isaiah Gavin. His first free throw attempt of the game, no good, and a foul on the rebound will send a Hayes High Indian to the line for a 1-and-1. The foul is on TJ Williams-Bay, who picks up his first, team's 8th. And to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, Cade Swain. 1 for 5 to start the season. The Indians are 4 of 9 from the free throw line to start the game. Swain, the lefty's free throw, no good off the heel, and the Indians 4 of 10 from the free throw line. 3.5 to go in the half. The Indians were within 1, now down 5. Roast off a drive, will fire a 3, miss, rebound comes down, and a layup good by TJ Williams-Bay. The Indians have been called for that lowering the shoulder and a charge a few times. That's what Williams-Bay did, but gets away with it. Here's a drive by Johnson into Cade Swain. Left-handed shot, in and out, no good. And the Indians again can't score at the rim. Back the other way comes Connor. Lays it off for Gavin, a 14-footer, no good. And Cade Swain is able to keep his footing as he comes down with the rebound. Hayes High down 27-20 after being within a point inside 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Cranowitter, skip pass to Dylan Reuter, fakes the 3, drives to the basket, lays it up and misses, and in Hayes High at the rim, struggling to score. 27-20, Hayes down 7. They've trailed by as many as 11 twice in the first quarter. They got within 1 on a Braden Myers 3. Now Dylan Reuter with a block shot. Tavian Kramer comes down with the rebound. Kramer to the other end, gets bumped, no foul call. Rebound, Tucker Johnson puts it up and in. And the Indians get back within 5 at 27-22 on the Tucker Johnson baskets. Tucker with 3. Here is Zarian Navy with the ball in front of the official to Williams-Bay on the left wing. Back to Zarian Navy. 2 minutes to go in the half. Hayes with 5 substitutions on the next dead ball. Here's Gavin on the baseline, fouled. Was he on the ground? He was, so it'll be a 1-and-1. The foul is on Dylan Reuter, his first. 5 substitutions on the front end of this 1-and-1. Dalen Swartz, Trey Adams, Braden Myers, Trajan McCray, TJ Nunnery, the 5 starters back into the ball game. 1:57 to go, second quarter. Hayes down 5, but a 1-and-1 for Isaiah Gavin, who entered the tournament game 2 for 2. He's 0 for 1 in this afternoon's third place contest, and the free throw good. Gavin with 3 gets the bonus charity shots. 28-22, Indians down 6. Hayes High can help out their own cause a little bit from the free throw line, just 4 of 10. Indians 8 of 20 from the field overall. Second free throw good. So Gavin now with 4 for the Saints. 29-22. Hayes down 7 with 1:50 to go in the second quarter. Handoff for Braden Myers. Dribbles to the middle of the floor. Hands off to TJ Nunnery, who gets fouled and will shoot a 1-and-1. Nunnery 2 for 2 today. And already on the season, his 18th free throw coming up. After one quarter, Millwood leads the Hayes High girls 14-9 in the third place game at the middle school. Second foul on Tom Downey, who takes the seats. TJ Nunnery, front end of the 1-and-1, is no good. The Indians are 5 of 11 from the free throw line, and then the Saints throw it away. 9th St. Thomas Aquinas turnover. Hayes High basketball brought to you by State Glass Company, Dave's Auto Repair, and Roof Masters. Hayes down 7. They were within 1 at 20-19, but have scored just 3 points over the last 3 minutes. A free throw from Trey Adams and a Tucker Johnson offensive rebound stick back. Here's Dalen Swartz on the right side to TJ Nunnery. Looks for the post. Instead, we'll give it out to McCray, who is fouled. Fouled by TJ Williams-Bay. And we'll go to the free throw line for 2 on the team's 10th foul. McCray to the line for the first time tonight. He's 8 for 9 on the year. 3 for 3 in the opening round and 5 for 6 yesterday. Free throw for the 6-foot senior is good. Boy, it danced all the way around the rim and then fell in. McCray with 6 in the game. The Indians back within 6, 29-23. 1:24 to go in the half. Williams-Bay remaining in the lineup for the Saints as the free throw a little more pure that time for McCray. He's got 7. 29-24. Indians back within 5. Less than 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Matthew Connor at the point, guarded by McCray. Dribbles right side for Williams-Bay. Looks over top of the defense. Got it to Gavin. Then a high-low pass goes off the backboard. Saved by Nunnery. Turnover 10 on the Saints, and the Indians have the ball down 5. Here is Nunnery dribbling to the right side. Gets towards the hoop. Stops. Gives it out to McCray. It's a deep but open 3. That's good! Trajan McCray's second 3. He's got 10. And the Indians again within 2 points now. 29-27 on the Trajan McCray three-pointer. Inside a minute to go in the first half. Roast to Connor. 35 seconds to go to Zarian Navy, picked up by Dalen Swartz on the left sideline. And a timeout from Jake Coopersmith, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints coach. Hayes High was within a point at 20-19, but the Saints go on a 9-3 run to go up by 7. At 29-22, the Indians have scored 5 in a row on a pair of free throws. And then three-pointer, all by Trajan McCray, who's into double figures with 7 points in this quarter, 3 from the first quarter. He's been in double figures all 3 games so far this year now. 18 against Great Bend on Thursday, 12 yesterday against Manhattan, 10 today. It's his 21st double-figure ball game. 29-27, Saints leading the Indians. Right before halftime, 27.4 left on the halftime clock. Indian basketball brought to you by Jeter Law Firm, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Adams Brown, Barron, and Ball. Winner of this game takes home 3rd place and a 2-1 record from the Gerald Mitchell Hayes City Shootouts. Indians down 2. They've never led. We've been tied once at 2. Nunnery comes out to guard the other number 5 on the court, Matthew Connor, who drives, then gets the ball back from Williams-Bay, brings it back out to midcourt. looks to give to Joe Rose, tipped by Myers. Back to the left sideline for Connor. 8 seconds on the clock. Connor into the right corner. A Navy three. High arcing three is good. Well, he's going to bring rain with that one. The Indians get it into Adams, but he can't get off a shot in time. And at the end of one half of action in the third place game of the Gerald Mitchell Hayes City Shootout, the Indians trail St. Thomas Aquinas 32-27 on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and the Venue.
Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning. IPI Financial Services and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. We are avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. We are committed to serving the communities we're in. Master Cleaners, reminding you that they have the lowest tux prices around. For your next prom, wedding, or special event, remember Master Cleaners. Cross Manufacturing, a proud supporter of local activities including local sports. It's Cross Manufacturing. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. Patty Stoll has helped people find the homes of their dreams for many years. If you're ready to list, sell, and buy, contact Coldwell Banker Executive Realty of Hayes. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also wish all the local high school athletes well in all they do. Lifetime Dental. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Commercial Builder. Whether it's building a home, business, or even a remodel, Commercial Builders is ready to help you. Give them a call the next time you're needing construction. Whiskey Creek. When you have an appetite for the smoky flavors of food from the wood-fired grill, Whiskey Creek are always a great addition to your day. Paul Werdenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Werdenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. McDonald's of Hayes, a great place to go for you or the team on your way to and from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. G&L Tire. More than just tires, they do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. Your local supporter of community events. Golden Plains Credit Union. We are dedicated to making a difference, not only in the lives of our members, but also in the communities we serve. We are people helping people. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 32 years, so you know they have been doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop.
This high school sports presentation is brought to you by
Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 628-6712. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance.
Seconds, guys. Hayes High will start the second quarter with the basketball, moving left to right here at Hayes High School. Inside to Trey Adams, who was fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. Hayes down 32-27. Now see if the big 6'6" sophomore can put it in. Young starting lineup today for the Indians. 2 seniors, 3 sophomores, all getting their first career start. TJ Nunnery, along with Dalen Swartz and Trey Adams. Free throw is good. Trey does have some tape around his right hand, and whether or not that is affecting anything or not, it's told he tore open a blister on his right hand. He makes 1 of 2 free throws. Hayes High at halftime was just 6 of 13 from the free throw line. Trey Adams with 4 points. He's 2 of 7 from the line so far today. Indians within 1 more point, 32-28. They steal the ball. 3-on-2 break. A spin move by McCray, gives it out to Myers for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Joe Roast as the Indians got a good look at a transition 3. Here's Zarian Navy off the baseline. He is going to get called for a charge, and he landed hard, and he grabs his left wrist. Foul is on Zarian Navy, his second foul, 12th turnover, and Navy, who grabbed his left wrist, will stay in the ball game. 32-28, Hayes High with the basketball. Moving left to right. Here's Braden Myers with the rock. Gives it off to TJ Nunnery on the weave. To Trajan McCray, left wing with 10 first half points. Lost the basketball, but saved by TJ Nunnery before it became a travel. Nunnery inside to Trey Adams. Tries to back down 6'6" junior Bell and hooks it into the basket with 6 points now. Adams brings the Indians back within 2, 32-30. Well, Trey Adams 6'6", but much bigger than the 6'6" Philip Bell for the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Here is Navy, wide open 3, leaves it short, and the rebound comes down to Navy as he runs down his own miss. Guarded by Trey Adams, or guarded rather by Trajan McCray, gives it out then to Matthew Connor. The point guard goes between the leg, dribbles to the left side, wild shot, misses. Dalen Swartz tipped the rebound out to McCray. McCray will lead the break up, stop on the right sideline, get to the basket, be fouled, and they're going to say it was on the pass attempt, which is the correct call. He was not looking to go up with it. Foul on Zarian Navy, his 3rd. McCray had kind of turned his body to look like he was going to try to throw it inside, and that's the reason for it. McCray wasn't going. He tried to play it off like he was going up with it, but he was he was looking to try to pass it off as the Indians inbound. McCray will lob it into Adams. Adams immediately double teamed, throws it out to your midcourt, and it's going to be not an over and back. It was touched by a Saint to McCray in the right corner. Indians down 2, 32-30 with the basketball. In some trouble. McCray throws a jump pass to Dalen Swartz, who wants to drive, and is fouled by Mason Colangelo. His second. Over from the middle school in the girls' 3rd place game. Hayes High trails Millwood 33-14. And for Colangelo, that is foul number 3, so he comes out of the ball game. Ball in the hands of McCray. Got it pocket picked by TJ Williams-Bay on the other end. A right-hand dunk that he missed. And the offensive rebound, though, comes down to Gavin. Indians turned it over, but a dunk missed by the Saints. And the Hayes High Indians had 2 guys there, couldn't come up with the rebound. Here's Connor to the right baseline, cut off by the Hayes High Indians. Then TJ Nunnery will pick him up at midcourt with 5.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Williams-Bay got his pocket picked by Nunnery, and then the ball was kicked by a Saints. Philip Bell and Dalen Swartz were going for the ball. They landed on top of one of each other, and Swartz helps Bell up off the ground. Some good sportsmanship between the two. Saints turn it over. The kicked ball was against St. Thomas Aquinas for their 13th turnover, and head coach Rick Keltner wants to take a timeout. Indian basketball brought to you by USD 489, Classic Quality Body Shop, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Eagle Technology Solutions. Hayes High, both boys and girls in the third place game today. They will not take the court again until they go to Colby on December 11th, a Tuesday. And then we'll host Pratt December 18th, also a Tuesday. That will be the Indians' final game of 2018. And then they'll kick off 2019 with a trip to Liberal, everybody's favorite trip in the Western Athletic Conference. Beautiful scenery this time of the year. That'll be January 4th. Hayes will head down to Liberal. I don't know how everybody else feels, but quite honestly, get that trip out of the way. First thing, early 2019, get the trip done and out of the way. Hayes High with the basketball down 32-30. They have a second opportunity here. They were down 32-30, turned it over, but a dunk missed by the Saints, and then they turn it over after the offensive rebound. Hayes High can tie for a second time or take their first lead of the game. Here's Nunnery, tries for the lead, and it's good! Three-pointer TJ Nunnery, and the Indians lead for the first time, 33-32 with 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Indians up a point after being down 11 twice in the first quarter. Here's a dump down pass that Adams swats away, and Braden Myers ends up with the steal. 14th Saints turnover. Up ahead Swartz. Swartz turns, gets to the basket, can't score at the rim, and the rebound comes down to Matthew Connor. Turnover by the Saints as McCray takes it away. Here's McCray, a 2-on-1 break, gives it off to Nunnery. Layup good! TJ Nunnery with 9, and the Hayes High Indians lead 35-32. Back-to-back baskets by TJ Nunnery, and the Indians lead is at 3 for the first time today. Williams Bay for St. Thomas Aquinas, back over the top of the defense to Connor. To Gavin, and a foul by Dalen Swartz. Got a little too close. Swartz with his first. And to the baseline for the inbound. That's the first foul of the half for the Indians. 4:14 to go, third quarter. Swartz just bodied up Isaiah Gavin just a little bit. Inbound to Roast, turns, misses off the backboard. Good defense by Hayes High, and the rebound out of bounds off of St. Thomas Aquinas. Philip Bell goes to the Hayes High Indians, and Hayes High will bring in 5 off the bench. Coming in is Jason Cranowitter, Dylan Reuter, Tavian Kramer, Cade Swain, and Tucker Johnson. Hayes High basketball. Saints are going to pick up in some full court pressure. Cranowitter to Tavian Kramer across the timeline. The Indians cornerback from football gives it up to Tucker Johnson. Inside Swain, and can't get the pass. Indian turnover number 10 on the other end. Gavin, a foul before the shot. Last night's game, that was counted. There was a continuation from the free throw line all the way to the basket once. The foul called on Tucker Johnson. Not a bad foul. It stopped a uncontested layup. Williams Bay will inbound on the left baseline to Roast, back into Bay. He will give it to the free throw line for Philip Bell, who turns down a 15-footer. He had 6'9" Dylan Reuter closing out on him. 3:45 to go, third quarter. Ball right side for Matthew Connor, and a foul away from the basketball against Tucker Johnson, who just picked up his third. Just bodied up the player without the basketball, and that's a point of emphasis this year, is those impeding the person away from the basket fouls, and now a foul as Joe Roast goes to the basket, and he'll shoot 2. The foul is on Tavian Kramer, his second, and the Indians with 3 fouls on this possession. Free throw good by Joe Roast. He's got 6. He's averaging 20.5 a game. Indians up by 3, now 2, 35-33. The free throw by Roast, no good. Went 1 of 2 from the line. Dylan Reuter gets the rebound. That's the only point so far in the second half by the Saints, and an illegal screen by Cade Swain. Said he stuck his knee out, and so Swain picks up his second foul and the Indians' 11th turnover. Hayes High had the lead to 3, but they haven't scored here in the last minute, as Hayes High has picked up 4 fouls in the last 2 possessions of the ball game. They have gotten a little too close as Philip Bell gets it at the free throw line, gives it off to Downey, right corner for Roast, fakes right, goes left, almost threw it away, got it to Bell, to left elbow, missed a jumper badly, and Dylan Reuter goes up to get the rebound and then threw it away. Indians' 12th turnover, 4th of this quarter, and then a 3 from Joe Roast is good. And it's a 36-35 lead as the Indians turn it over again. Williams Bay can't get the shot to go, and here come the Indians' 5 starters back in. Oh, Hayes High all of a sudden 5 turnovers in this quarter alone. And they have 5 fouls in the last 4 possessions. Williams Bay to the line for 2, 1 for 1 in the tournament, averaging 5.5 points in 2 games. Foul, by the way, was on Cade Swain, his 3rd, so he and Tucker Johnson with 3 fouls each. And the Indians down 2, 37-35. 2:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Williams Bay made the free throw, has 3. He'll have a second. Nunnery, McCray, Myers, Swartz, and Adams back in for Hayes High. Free throw is up and good. Williams Bay hit the free throw. Now will come out of the game after his 4th point. 38-35. It's 6 in a row for the Saints after Hayes High has scored 8 in a row. Well, that's been today's ball game. Just runs by each team. Here's TJ Nunnery in the corner near the broadcast table. Steps through a double team and a foul on the Saints. Tom Downey's 3rd foul. Hayes High basketball down 3 after having a 35-32 lead, but turning the ball over on 3 of 4 possessions. Now 4 of 4 actually. They had a foul on one of them that was a turnover. Here's a behind-the-back dribble that McCray loses. Indians 14th turnover, 6th of the quarter. Here's Downey to Roast on the right side. Turns down to 3, passes left side. Chased off the line is Connor. Goes underneath the hoop to Gavin. Shot blocked by Trey Adams. But the offensive rebound comes down to the Saints. Inside Bell, turns, shoots, and misses. This time Trey Adams doesn't get the rebound, and he fouls on the putback. Boy, Hayes High has got to corral these rebounds. And Philip Bell to the line for 2. Trey Adams with his 2nd rebound. The Indians got the initial block, but then could not get the rebounds. And then another putback at the rim. The Indians had the ball in their hands and could not come up with it. Free throw is good by Philip Bell, who has 7. Had 16 yesterday against TMP, just 4 in the opening round against Millwood. Free throw is up and good by Philip Bell. He has 8, and the Indians haven't even gotten a shot up here over their last 5 possessions. 2:21 to go in the quarter. The Indians down 5 on 8 straight points from the Saints. And all but 2 of those are from the free throw line. Here's Adams getting onto the block, makes the floater roll in. 8 for Adams, a new career high in his first career start. 40-37. The Indians have been able to go into the big guy. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Philip Bell with the ball, right side to Connor. Corner for Williams Bay. Fakes, drives, shoots, and misses on the floater. A backside rebound for Philip Bell on the floor. And a timeout by Philip Bell to keep the possession for St. Thomas Aquinas. Boy, Hayes High has got to grab that backside rebound. Offensive boards for the Saints, giving them the opportunity to keep the basketball. Indian ball brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes, Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill, Patty Bacon Ryan Appraising, Next Tech Wireless, and Master Cleaners. At halftime, the Hayes High girls trailed Millwood, and they are down 10 right now in the 3rd quarter, 34-24 in the 3rd place game of the girls bracket side of the Hayes City Shootout. That stream is up at hayespost.com. Both the Hayes High boys and girls on the road December 11th for their next action at Colby. Saints are 8 of 10 from the free throw line, and it's not a big surprise. They were 77% entering this game, 17 of 22. Connor lobs it out to Isaiah Gavin near midcourt. Gives it off to Matthew Connor. Between the leg dribble against TJ Nunnery. Gets to the left side, to the block. Dribbles along the baseline, out to Williams Bay on the pass. Then left side for Gavin. Fakes a pass. Drives against Adams. Blocks the shot, but called for a foul. And now Trey Adams has 3. Tucker Johnson, Trey Adams, and Cade Swain all with 3 fouls and more free throws for the Saints. They have shot 4 in the first half. This is number 7 and 8 here in the second half. Minute 32 to go in the quarter, and the free throw good by Gavin. 5 points for Gavin. Second free throw up and good, and the Saints are extending their lead thanks to free throw shooting. Hayes down by 5 once again, 42-37. Here's McCray with a behind-the-back dribble to cross the timeline against Williams Bay. Spin move, gets to the right elbow, gives it to Trey Adams. Jumper, good! Trey Adams' first double-figure performance of his career, has 10. 42-39. Can the Indians get a stop with a minute 10 to go in the third quarter? Here's Nunnery against Connor, dribbling out near midcourt. Tries to go to the right block. He's cut off on a double team. Gave it out to Gavin at the free throw line to Williams Bay for 3, and he knocks it in. Williams Bay with 7. Second field goal of the quarter for St. Thomas Aquinas, and Hayes is down by 6, 45-39. Here's McCray to Dalen Swartz. Onto the left side for Nunnery. Nunnery looking to get to the basket and fouled by Matthew Connor. 6th foul on Aquinas, 8 on Hayes High, so it'll be free throws for both teams the remainder of the way. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Hayes High started the half down 5. They currently trail by 6, 45-39. Indians try to lob it into Trey Adams, but went too high. Phillip Bell with the steal on the Indians. 15th turnover, 7th of this third quarter, and the Saints look like they want to go for one shot as Matthew Connor walks it across the timeline against TJ Nunnery. Tries to go to the three-point line, back out to Isaiah Gavin, who gives it immediately back to the point guard for the Saints, who hit a three-pointer early in the ball game for his first points of the tournament. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's a drive by Connor to the basket, scores. Matthew Connor with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Here is McCray, an off-balance 3 at the buzzer, in and out, no good, and that will be the end of 3. 47-39, Hayes down 8 after trailing by 5 at halftime to the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints on the Hayes High Sports Network, powered by Thirsties and The Venue.
Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
This is Eagle TV.
Hayes High basketball brought to you by Cross Manufacturing, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, and Commercial Builders. It will be St. Thomas Aquinas Saints basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they have a 47-39 lead. They lead by 8. Their big lead was 11 in the first half. They led twice at 13-2 and 15-4. Here's Connor to Roast, out to Navy. Thought about the 3, then left side for Phillip Bell. He'll give it up right side. Connor a 3 to tie their big lead for 11, and he got it. Matthew Connor had not scored all tournament. He has 8 today, and the Indians are down by 11, 50-39, matching their largest deficit of the game. They led in the third quarter. Here's McCray driving, kicking a wild pass across the gym. The Indians' 16th turnover. They had 8 at halftime, 7 in the third quarter, and now 8 all told in the second half. Indians used a 8-0 lead run to start the second half to go up by 3, but Hayes High has only scored 4 points since. St. Thomas Aquinas is on an 18-4 run as Hayes High's Myers with a steal, got it taken right away by Connor. Up ahead on the right side, in rhythm 3, no good, but an offensive rebound for Joe Roast. He's at the rim, but misses, and rebound Dalen Swartz, and boy, he gets fouled by 2 of the 3 Saints players that were there. And so Swartz will shoot a pair of free throws. Or excuse me, will shoot a 1-and-1 on the 7th foul by the Saints. Since Hayes High led 35-32, this is an 18-4 Saints run. The foul was on Joe Roast, his second. Swartz' free throw is good. Third point of the night. He scored the Indians' first 2 points this afternoon. 50-40, back to a 10-point game, and the free throw good for a 9-point game. Just inside 7 minutes to go. Swartz with 4. He is now 8 of 12 on the year from the free throw line. Saints not in a big hurry to score here. They've got a pretty good point guard at Matthew Connor. Does a good job with just the dribble alone to keep it away from the defense. Here is Connor in the free throw lane. Kicks it out to Phillip Bell. Then out to Navy. Navy along the Saints bench will dribble out to midcourt. 6.5 to go. Indians hit the 2 free throws with 6:57, so already 30 seconds taken off this fourth quarter clock. Out to Connor. On the left side, guarded by Trajan McCray. McCray tried to poke the ball away from behind. Connor lays it off on the baseline, threw it away. 17th Saints turnover. Up ahead it goes to Nunnery. Left sideline 3, short. Airballed it. Rebound to Colangelo. Indians had a chance, down by 9. But came up with empty on that possession. 6 minutes to go. Right corner 3. Navy good. Zarian Navy with 11, a new season high, and the Indians are down by 12, their largest deficit of the game, and the Indians throw it away on their 18th turnover. And a timeout by head coach Rick Keltner. Hayes High was leading in the third quarter, 35-32. That was with 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter. But then they end up with a flurry of turnovers. Scored just 4 points the rest of the quarter. They were outscored the remainder of the quarter, 15-4. And then Manhattan hit a 3 to start the fourth quarter to go up by 11. Another 3 puts them up by 12. Indian basketball brought to you by Whiskey Creek Wood-Fired Grill, Paul Wartenberger Construction, and McDonald's of Hayes. The Hayes High girls now within 9 and with the basketball over at the middle school gym for the third place game of the girls bracket of the Hayes City Shootout against Millwood out of Oklahoma City. Indians are down 35-26 with the basketball. Here at the high school, it's 53-41, the championship game of the girls tournament to follow this between Manhattan and St. Thomas Aquinas, and that should be a very good game. The boys championship should be a good one as well between the Millwood boys, and they will take on Manhattan. Should be 2 very good championship games here at the high school if you get a chance to come out and catch the finals of the 36th annual Gerald Mitchell Hayes City Shootout. After the Indian turnover, it's St. Thomas Aquinas basketball. They have a 12-point lead. A basket here extends what is already their biggest lead of the game. Jump pass left side for Connor, who passed up an open 3. He did not score in the first 2 games of the tournament. He has 8 this afternoon, guarded by Braden Myers, and the Saints in no hurry to score here in this fourth quarter. They're willing to run 30 or more seconds off of the clock here before even really looking at the basket. 5:10 to go. The possession is just the second since they took the 12-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the game. Ball to Zarian Navy out near midcourt is poked away and then is taken away by McCray, who dives on the floor for it and calls for a timeout. And the Indians get the basketball with 18 turnovers on the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. So that'll leave Hayes High with a single timeout, but after McCray poked it away, he was able to dive on the floor for it, call a timeout, and at least give the Indians a chance. Hayes had the ball down 9, 50-41, but missed a three. Hayes High girls now down 14 in the third quarter to Millwood, 40-26. Both the Hayes High girls and boys going for third place of the Hayes City Shootout, trying to finish their own tournament 2-1. 2 more games yet here in 2018. At Colby on the 11th versus Pratt on the 18th, and then 2019 starts with a game in Liberal January the 4th, a Friday. Hayes High to inbound, will throw it into the backcourt. McCray has to run it down all the way, 80 some odd feet away from the rim. 4:50 to go, fourth quarter. Hayes High down 12. It's their biggest deficit. They got to get to work here as they lob it into Trey Adams, but it's stolen away. Indians' 19th turnover, and that has been the story of the second half. Hayes High with 11 second half turnovers. There's still 4.5 to go in the game. Here's Roast out high to Phillip Bell. Left side, Matthew Connor. He's the other story of the game. He has 8 after not scoring in 2 games. Hayes High's held Joe Roast, who averages 20.5 a game, to 9 so far. An offensive foul on an illegal screen called against Phillip Bell, and the Indians get another opportunity on the Saints' 19th turnover of the game. 53-41, Indians down 12, second possession down this score. McCray off an Adams screen to the right, goes between the leg dribble across the court to Braden Myers. Left side, TJ Nunnery, corner 3 is no good, and the rebound comes down to Matthew Connor. Indians only second shot of the fourth quarter. Hayes High's only taken 10 shots in the second half total. Here's a pick and roll, Bell layup good. And the Indians are down 14. Bell with 10, matching his output from yesterday. 55-41. Tucker Johnson up off the bench, comes in on the next dead ball. As to the basket is TJ Nunnery with an up and under move. New career high for 11 points for him. 55-43. Indians are down 12 after that TJ Nunnery basket, with 3.5 to go in the game. Here's Connor, guarded by Nunnery, gives the ball out high to Colangelo, then to Navy, who thought about attacking, but then Trey Adams stepped in front of him. Here's Roast driving, getting to the basket and scoring. Joe Roast with 11, 57-43, and the Indian offense here in the second half has not produced enough points after that early 8-0 spurt. Hayes High scored just 8 points since, and another turnover, number 20 for Hayes High. Hayes High had 22 turnovers in the opener. They were under 15 yesterday. Here's a drive, and scoring with the right hand is Connor. 59-43, 2:40 to go, and Indians are down 16, their biggest deficit of the game. Here's a feed inside to Adams, scores at the rim. Trey Adams with a career high 12 in his first career start, 59-45. Indian basketball brought to you by G&L Tire and Automotive, Hayes Chevrolet, NCK Tech, and Golden Plains Credit Union. To the baseline, St. Thomas Aquinas Saints throw it away. Indians 20th turnover. Here comes McCray in transition, popping a 3 off to the left. Swartz with the rebound, puts it up. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The foul is on Joe Roast, his third. Swartz 2 for 2 in the game from the free throw line. Now 8 of 12 on the year. Has scored 4 in his first career start. Knocks the free throw in with 2:06 remaining. Swartz with 5 on 3 of 3 shooting tonight. 59-46. Second free throw for Dalen. Second free throw for the sophomore, no good. And the rebound comes down to Joe Roast, his 7th. Indians' free throw shooting has been rough this afternoon as well. Here's Gavin, past his defender, kicks it left side to Roast, who turns down the basket with 2 minutes to go. And pretty much since taking the lead at 50-39 early in this quarter, St. Thomas Aquinas has been very selective on shots. Here's a drive by Gavin, shot blocked by Dylan Reuter. It goes out of bounds, and that was blocked by Swartz, and Dylan Reuter was getting off the bench. Caught my eye, and the reason thought that it was him blocking it. Swartz sits with 5 points. Saints will inbound, leading 59-46. 95 seconds to go in the game. Jason Cranwitter, Tucker Johnson, Dylan Reuter, Cade Swain, Tavian Kramer, the 5 for the Indians, who look like they will go 1 and 2 to start the season. Here's a drive by Roast to Phillip Bell in the lane, fade away, and a reach around foul by the Indians, I believe, Cade Swain. Yep. His 4th, and the foul called on the ground. So a 1-and-1 for Phillip Bell, who's 2 for 2 in the game and drills another one, 11 for Bell. 60-46, minute 20 to go in the game, and the Indians will send in 5 new players. Yep, Trey Adams, Dalen Swartz, TJ Nunnery, Trajan McCray, and Braden Myers back in. Second free throw for Phillip Bell, a 6'6 junior, is in and out, no good. Trey Adams collects his 3rd rebound of the night. Minute 20 to go, Indians down by 14. Here's Nunnery between a double team, lays it up and scores. Tough move. TJ Nunnery with 13 adding to his career high, 60-48. But Aquinas Saints with the 12-point lead with a minute to go. They have handled the Indians' full court pressure pretty well tonight, and got a really good point guard in Matthew Connor, who is a dribble and pass first point guard. Has scored 10 after not scoring in the game's first 2 the tournament's first 2 games. Zaya Gavin with it, then McCray pokes it over top of a small and seated student section here at Hayes High School. Coming in is Jack Gable, a 6'1 senior for his 2nd game this year. Looks like Hayes will fall to 1 and 2. The Hayes High girls down 44-29, so looks like a 1 and 2 start for both the boys and girls here to the season, and the Hayes City Shootouts. They'll both take 5th place. This is Tom Downey with it for the Saints. 30 seconds to go. Hayes down 12, 60-48. Blocking foul on TJ Nunnery will send Downey to the free throw line for 2 on the Indians' 10th foul. Hayes High led 35-32 after an 8-0 run with 4.5 to go in the 2nd quarter, or 3rd quarter, and it's been all Saints since as Downey misses the free throw. Hayes, since that time, has been outscored 28-13. 2nd free throw by Downey, good. He has 3, 61-48, 13-point ball game. 25 seconds to go. Here's McCray to the basket, off the backboard, no good. And the rebound comes down to Williams Bay. Gives it up to Downey, back to Gavin, layup, no good. Rebound comes down. Swartz blocks the putback. The rebound comes down to Trey Adams. Adams goes coast to coast, tried to score, out of bounds off of the Saints, stays with the Indians. That was pretty good dribbling by Trey Adams. 5.5 seconds to go. Inbound tipped out. 5.1 seconds remaining. Hayes will finish 1 and 2 in the Hayes City Shootouts, and in 5th place. Adams in the corner, 4 seconds remaining. Here's McCray, collects the ball at half court, fires from the midcourt stripe. It's no good, and that is the ball game. 61-48, the Hayes High Indians fall to St. Thomas Aquinas. They led by 3 in the 3rd quarter. They led by the score of 35-32, but they're outscored 29-13 rest of the way and fall to 1-2 on the season. Indiana's next action is at Colby on December 11th. For the Hayes High Sports Network, I'm Dustin Armbruster.
Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsty's Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu, too. Patty Bacon Ryan Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven